Hi, welcome to Stuff with Keith, and in this video, I'm going to give you my non-spoiler review of Ant-Man the movie. Ant-Man is the last movie of Phase 2 in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Released on 16 or 17 July, depending on which part of the world you're at. It's directed by Peyton Reed, and it stars Paul Rudd, Michael Douglas, Evangeline Lilly, Corey Stoll, and Michael Pena. This is Marvel's spin on the bank heist genre, so you cannot really expect it to be like Ocean's 11 bank heist standard, but it's a mixture of that plus superhero action. So what are my initial thoughts? Well, I thought it was actually pretty good. It's a very refreshing film, kind of like, you know, when you watch Guardians of the Galaxy, you get the feeling that it's a very different film, but yet it's still part of the Marvel Cinematic Universe. You're gonna get the same thing when you watch Ant-Man. It is of course a superhero film, so you can expect a lot of action inside, and when the hero fights the villains, during the bank heist sequences, you know, there's enough action to keep you on the edge of your seat. There's also a good amount of humor at the right time, so that the audience, you will get invested in the movie, you still stay on and you want to find out more, and it keeps it light-hearted so that it doesn't get too dark, you know, too soon. Of course, that doesn't mean that there isn't a sense of danger, because at the climax of the movie, you're gonna get that. So what are the things I like about this movie? Well, there's enough character development for the main characters, so you pretty much understand them enough. Well, the acting is pretty good as well. You know, we've got people like Paul Rudd and Michael Douglas. Michael Douglas' take on Hank Pym is a very different one. I never expected to see like a bitter or sour Hank Pym. I especially love the segment where they tie into the Avengers, or the larger Marvel Cinematic Universe. It isn't just a simple cameo, it's a whole action sequence right in the movie. I'm not gonna spoil it. Here's a hint from one of the trailers.
This Friday.
There was this dude looking for you. He works for the Avengers. Oh, shh.
I'm a big fan.
Who the hell are you?
I'm Ant-Man.
Marvel's Ant-Man. Ant-Man.
Iron Man was taken.
Rated PG-13. Friday.
Another good thing about this movie is that they didn't go too technical about the scientific stuff. You know, so that audiences who don't really understand all this jargon or understand concepts like this, they can still understand the movie. The story links to each other and connects, you know, all the way from the start of the movie until the end, through the climax, easily. So audiences who don't really understand the background story will still be able to understand the movie itself. So you're gonna get a pretty low chance of your friends, you know, asking like, hey, what's happening? What's happening? Hey, why like that? Why like that? Hey. So what are parts of the movie that I thought could have been done better? Well, for one thing, some of the story segments got resolved too quickly. I mean, there's this huge build up about the story, and you feel the sense of distance, and suddenly it just got resolved so easily. I mean, all that build up just for it to end within like a few minutes. Another gripe I have about the movie is about the villain, who I would just say is new. Okay, he's new. So how could he fight so well against Ant-Man? You know, Scott Lang actually trained hard to be Ant-Man. So how could this villain, you know, go toe to toe with Ant-Man? So my final verdict, I think it's very well worth the watch. It's at least worth one watch from you. You know, people like me, I'm probably going to watch it a few times because I'm, you know, Marvel fan. It's an interesting, light-hearted action movie that you and your friends and your family will probably enjoy as well. And as always, Marvel has their mid-credit or end-credit stinger or sequence that you should watch. So in this case, it's a mid-credit sequence that doesn't really link to the upcoming Captain America Civil War, but it leads up for future Ant-Man movies or involvement. Thanks for watching my movie review. Just want to give a big shout out to my Dota 2 guys, Tung, Sengi, Dan, Jason, and Malcolm. You guys rock. I'll see you again this week for my other video at Stuff with Keith. Bye!